Hello, everybody. This is Chris Miller from the Coach's Box Call Like You See It podcast with our SEC preview this week for Thank God for Football Game Day. In this SEC preview segment, it's brought to you by Pepsi. So whether you're gearing up for game day, hanging out with friends, or just need a perfect, refreshing break, nothing hits the spot quite like an ice-cold Pepsi. It's bold, it's crisp, always refreshing. Pepsi is the taste that fuels the moment. So crack open a Pepsi, and I'm telling you right now, you're not going to regret it. I haven't. So let's get back to the show. This week, the SEC, not quite the matchups we had last week. We've got a bunch of SEC teams playing their JV schedule. You know, Vanderbilt, who's been playing exceptionally well, they're playing. Georgia State's coming to visit. That's a big win. You've got Southeast Louisiana. They're going to go and play LSU. Again, Sam Houston, they're playing at Texas. Those are all massacres. Northern Illinois, Mississippi State, that could actually be the game that the SEC decides to not show up and play. Arkansas at Memphis. I mean, I kind of hope Memphis wins because I'm not a big Arkansas fan. But, again, we don't have quite the matchups that we had last week. I felt like we had a couple of good ones last week, but I'm going to give you our three best this week. And you're going to just laugh when you hear this, but our first matchup this week that we're going to preview is Florida against Miami. Yeah, I know, right? Florida. This has national implications. Obviously, it's on a national stage because Miami, they're undefeated. They're number 4 ranked team in the nation right now. They're playing Florida. Florida is reeling. There's all kinds of talk right now that they need to make a head coaching change. He's been bombarded. So again, a lot is on the line for this game. You never know. There could be a midseason coaching change if Florida decides to lose this one. And I mean, I still think it might turn out to be a good game because of the rivalry with these guys knowing each other. They were all recruited back and forth between these two schools. Miami is only at this time is favored by 7.5 points. I think that might have went up since the last time I checked, but it's still one of the better matchups this week. I still look for Miami to win, and again, could be very interesting. Then our next game is Mizzou, South Carolina. Really hoping South Carolina could have took care of business last week against Vandy. They didn't, and that's why game day isn't in Columbia. Good job, Gamecocks. Now I hope you lose again. Mizzou, they're 3-0. Been playing really well, especially in the running game. I mean, you can't say enough about what they're doing in the running game. It's been very impressive. And again, not to sound like a complete Mizzou homer, I think that if they can get Bo Pribula's passing to match what his legs can do, this could be a scary good team in the SEC. Just not quite sure if they're if they're at the level they need to be. But the running game with Ahmad Hardy, I mean, just light it up. They can't turn the ball over, and I think they're going to be fine. Right now, again, this could all change. They're favored by about 13.5 points. It might have dropped a little bit, but again, it's a game that Mizzou needs to win and come out injury-free to continue on undefeated as they are. I do think they will win. It could be a close game. These two teams usually play each other fairly close. Our last preview game for the week is Auburn, Oklahoma. It's the only in-conference game between two SEC opponents this week. Both teams are ranked, surprisingly. Auburn being ranked is a surprise, I would say, for a lot of people. And Oklahoma, they're playing well. The key player to watch in this game is Jackson Arnold, who used to play at Oklahoma, and now with Auburn, is coming back. So could be a very interesting matchup. It's at Norman, so I think this is where you give the edge and the advantage to Oklahoma. It's very tough to go in there and play. Obviously, you saw what happened with Michigan. They struggled, but it could be an interesting game. I would have to say it is the best game of the week in the SEC. When you're talking about ranked teams playing, it's the all SEC matchup, so conference standings are on the line here. Oklahoma is favored at this time by 6.5 points. Again, these could change. You just never know. But I do look for Oklahoma to walk out of this one undefeated and Auburn to maybe come back to earth a little bit. So again, should be interesting to see how those games go. But that's our SEC preview for this week. Tune in next week for another SEC preview for Thank God for Football Game Day. I'm Chris Miller with the Coach's Box Call Like We See It podcast, and we will see you all again next week. Tune in to our podcast if you like. We'll talk a lot of college football next week on our show, but keep watching this because, hey, it's a lot of fun, and there's going to be more matchups coming. We'll see you all next week.
Brought to you by Off the Rails Media. Life's more fun when you're off the rails.